English is an emotional roller coaster. In order to sound natural in English, you need more than just vocabulary and grammar. The melody of your voice matters just as much as the words you use. Many learners speak with a flat intonation because they're scared of sounding wrong. But that flatness is exactly why your English sounds unnatural. Today, I'll show you 3 simple intonation patterns that native English speakers use every day, and you'll hear the difference instantly. Welcome back to Lots Learning. I'm your teacher, Amanda Lots, and I teach you better English so you can be more successful. The 3 most common intonation patterns used in English are rising tone, falling tone, and the English wave. Starting with the rising tone. Use this tone when asking yes or no questions, showing friendliness or excitement, or to soften your tone so you don't sound too harsh or abrupt. Think of the rising tone as keeping the conversation alive. It encourages the listener to respond and keep the conversation going. It's also very open and positive. Let's see some examples. Are you ready? Are you ready? This is a yes or no question, so the end of the last word will rise up. Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Here's a little trick. If you have a difficult time rising your tone, when you're speaking, you can lift your eyebrows up, and this will help match the tone of your voice. This facial expression also shows curiosity and positivity, so it's perfect for the rising tone. Let's see if you can hear the difference in tone. Are you ready? Are you ready? The first, I did not use a rising tone. I said it very flat. The second had a rising tone, which showed more curiosity. Here's another example. You got the job? You got the job? This is showing interest, excitement, and positivity. Hear the difference. You got the job? You got the job? Doesn't the second one sound more friendly, open, and exciting? The next pattern is the falling tone. The falling tone is used for certainty. When your idea is complete, when you feel confident, grounded, and final. You use the falling tone in English when making a statement, giving clear answers, or ending thoughts with confidence. Here's an example. I'm sure. I'm sure. Notice I go down at the end of sure. I'm sure. I'm sure. If you struggle with the falling tone, imagine lowering your voice so the pitch is deeper. I'm sure. This gives more confidence. If I say, I'm sure, this doesn't show confidence. It shows uncertainty, even though it's being said in a positive rising tone. So imagine going down with your voice. I'm sure. Here's another example. It's on the table. It's on the table. Notice I step down in tone because I'm confident in my answer. It's on the table. If I say it's on the table, I'm guessing. I'm not confident. I'm not sure. But I think it's on the table. This is the importance of tone. And the final pattern is the English wave. English does not glide through evenly for a sentence. We put stress and emphasis on important words. This gives a wave effect. This pattern is a bit more difficult because it depends on what you think is important in the sentence. With the rising and falling tone, it's the end of the sentence where you go up or down. But in the English wave, It will be different for each sentence depending on the speaker and what they feel is important. Use the English wave when you want to emphasize important information, or if you want to sound more expressive. Let's see some examples. I did call you. I called you yesterday. Here, I am putting stress or emphasis on the word did and yesterday. This is showing that the past action is important. I did call you. I called you yesterday. Here's another example. We need to finish this by Friday. Where did you hear the stress? We need to finish this by Friday. The stress was on finish and Friday. These are the most important words in this message. It needs to be finished and the day, Friday. However, I can change the importance in this sentence. We need to finish this before Friday. Where did you hear the stress in this sentence? The stress was on need and before. This is focusing on urgency and necessity. We need to finish this before Friday. You might notice that I also stretch the word. I drag the words out to really emphasize their importance. We need to, not we need to. Both are correct, but when I stretch the word out, that really puts the focus on that word to give more emotion and importance. Now let's put your listening skills to the test. I will say a sentence in 3 different ways. You decide if it's falling tone, rising tone, or the English wave, and try to guess the message behind the sentence based on the tone. I think we need to try again. I think we need to try again. Is it rising, falling, or the wave? This one is falling. I am saying with confidence and certainty. I think we need to try again. I think we need to try again. Rising, falling, or wave? This one is using the wave with more stress on the word think. The message is thoughtful and open-minded. I think we need to try again. I think we need to try again. This is the rising tone. It's unsure, but inviting. There you have it. Rising tone, falling tone, and the English wave. Try using these strategies on your own in conversation and see if they make a difference in sounding more natural. I encourage you to listen closely to native English speakers and try to identify the patterns they're using in their tone. If you would like more speaking guidance in English, you can book a private lesson with me. Remember that our first 30-minute consultation is completely free. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.